My name is Berenice Hernandez. Berenice Hernandez. I started boxing at the age 13. I was in 8th grade and I got jumped by a group of girls that I didn't know. And I've always wanted to do it since I was a child, and I would ask my parents if they would take me boxing, and then I would get different responses every time. Sometimes they would just say, well, I don't want it to interfere with your schoolwork, so we'll take you in the summer. Then the summer would pass and nothing. And after I got jumped, my mom wanted to put me into after-school activity, and she took me to gymnastics. And I was like, no, I don't want gymnastics, I want boxing. And so we tried to find a near boxing gym, and it was down the street the whole time. And we found it, and then I started. That's how it started. It's the talent that not a lot of people have, and like most people are surprised by it. They're like, "What? You look so pretty, or you're so little. How are you a boxer?" I don't believe it. And then they see my fights, and then they're shocked. It's amazing. I went to the Junior Olympics. That was 2010 in North Carolina, and I got the gold medal. First place with the highest score out of the whole tournament. Well, my goal is the 2012 Olympics. So I have one more fight to qualify, and I'm so excited. This would be the first year for women's boxing that's on the Olympics, and there's only 3 weight classes for females, and the lowest is 112.
And what category do you fight in?
112. 112.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5 or 5'1", one of those two. That's funny about that. It's interesting how people say that taller people have the advantage because they have a longer reach. I find that it's not true. Shorter people, it's easier to knock out taller people because you're punching up to their chin instead of punching down at their chin.
Yeah.
You just have to see things a whole different way. Yeah. And to me, it's funny. I like being short. People like look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're short," you know. And they like overlook it, and they don't know what they have coming.
How much do you train?
3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And sometimes I run Saturday or spar Saturday and run Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You have to spend a lot of time in the gym.
Yeah.
How is that with your friends and all that kind of thing?
Well, my friends understand. Most of them, they know that I'm a boxer, and they know I don't have like enough time to go like every party they go to. Like I don't like going to parties, but when they want to go out, I'm like I can't. I have training, and they understand. It's pretty cool.
So they're supportive.
Yeah. And with school, it's well, most of my teachers know, and the principal knows, so it's cool. She's like, oh, it's the boxer.
When I was coming up, the big thing was sort of women's issues, and it was a whole different world. Mm-hmm. So, do you have any thoughts about that? Like yourself as a woman, a boxer in this male-dominated kind of athletic sport.
Yeah.
Well, how do you see yourself, and what do you think about that?
People don't know what to expect. When I first started, they're like, oh, she's just a girl. Like, they think you won't take it seriously. And after I got better, when I first started sparring with them, it was like, oh, wait, she hits kind of hard. And then they take you more seriously, and now it was like, oh, no, that's Berenice. You don't mess with her. So yeah, it's just like there's people that go and they come now and then and they don't take it seriously. But if you take it seriously, they will take you seriously. So that's how that is.
What does your mother think?
At first, she wasn't really too thrilled about it, but she knew I wanted to do it, so she's like, let's just give her a chance, And she's really, really supportive, her and my dad. And until now, she tries to go to every single of my fights.
Is she here tonight?
No, she couldn't, because we're from Vegas. She couldn't get the days off, but she tries to come to every single one of my fights, and she's always there. And even now, she texts me. She doesn't know how to text, so she texts me. She's like, "Oh, remember to sleep early, eat well, be prepared for your fight, and all that stuff," like over text. And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
That's very cool.
Yeah. And like now, like she tells me, she's like, "Oh, I was nervous," but she doesn't tell me until after the fight that she was nervous. But she doesn't know that I get nervous too. I just don't show it. So yeah, it's like one less thing I have to worry about when I go into the ring, and to look out the ring and just see my family there, it feels good. It's a good feeling.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking with me.
And the World Boxer team in the blue corner.
I'd like to thank my sponsor, Legionnaire, for bringing us here and bringing my team. Thank you, Legionnaire.